And we are back. Welcome to day 2 of the UEFA Euro Under-21 Championships. After a first day, which I have to admit was full of drama and a couple of upsets, none more so than the host nation, Georgia, pulling off a 2-0 win over Portugal. An incredible performance from them and something I will definitely take into consideration going into the other two predictions in that group. Today, we have the arrival of the Young Lions. I am, of course, wearing my England kit, and looking at our squad, I genuinely think we have a fantastic chance of winning this whole tournament if we can play together accurately. There are, of course, some other big names coming in today, the likes of France, Italy and Germany, so we are going to be talking about them as well. But before we get into today's predictions, as always, if you do enjoy my prediction series, let me know by dropping a like on this video, and of course, subscribe to the channel and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any of our daily under-21 predictions. Let's just get straight into it. And we actually kick off with England's game because they are the opening game of Group C this afternoon. England will be taking on the Czech Republic. And look, I've looked at the two sides. I'm not going to try and sit here and be biased, but like I say, you look at the England squad, the likes of Emile Smith-Rowe, Jacob Ramsey, Oliver Skipp, Harvey Elliott, Curtis Jones, Cameron Archer, there's just every single player, Morgan Gibbs-White. We have so much quality in this squad that when you look at it compared to the Czech Republic player, yeah, there are one or two names that may cause some problems, but realistically, England should be winning this. What's more frightening is you have the likes of Jude Bellingham, Bukayo Saka, Phil Foden, that if they hadn't already played so many games for the full national team, they could have been eligible for this as well. But I'm going to go for 4-0 to England. I really do believe that whatever side we put out, we should be absolutely obliterating the Czech Republic. In before we absolutely fumble today. But like I say, if you've not seen the full England squad yet, go check it out. And honestly, I think it may tempt you to watch us in this tournament because I think we really do have a good chance. Our biggest competitors in this group are more than likely to be Germany. Their game is against Israel today as the other game in Group C. Their main sort of threats are their two forwards, which are Schade, who has just signed for just signed for Brentford on a permanent deal, having a very good first season at Brentford towards the back end of last season. And, of course, the young Borussia Dortmund striker, Moya Koko. Those are probably going to be the two biggest threats for Germany. They have a couple of good young defenders that I've seen good things about without ever actually watching them live. So I'll be interested to see how they get on today. I think this will be a fairly comfortable game for them. No Israel side is easy to beat at the moment. We've seen that at full international level over the last couple of years. But I just think the amount of quality that Germany have going forward, it should be a comfortable win for them. And I'm going to go for 3-0. And it'll be very interesting to see which side between Germany and England inevitably ends up fighting for top spot. On to Group D, and we start with Norway up against Switzerland. And as I sort of said about the England players, it's rather frightening that Erling Haaland could still play for the under-21s due to his age, but sadly, of course, not due to the amount of caps he's already made for the full national team. So there will be no Erling Haaland for Norway at this tournament. However, I actually think they've got a better side than the Swiss. Swiss have obviously had a very good national team in recent times, have pulled off a lot of good results and good international tournament performances, but right now their young side has a couple of good talents, a couple of the good young boys and Basel players to keep an eye on, but I look at the Norway team and I just think they've got that little bit of an edge in this one. I'm going to go for 2-1 to Norway, but I think this is probably going to be the closest game this evening. I could definitely see all three possibilities in this one, so be a little bit more cautious about where you put this one. The final game is between France and Italy, and again, you look at the France squad, it is stacked. So many already recognised top players, the likes of Meslier from Leeds, Kalulu at AC Milan, Kefi and Thuram in midfield, and Kone, the two young French midfielders that Liverpool are trying to sign this summer, both playing together today in the midfield for France. You've then got the likes of Ryan Cherki from Lyon, Goury from Rennes. Really, really, really stacked squad for the French. And I've looked at the Italian team, and it's just not quite up to the standard of the French team. The one thing Italy have got in their favour is a certain Sandro Tonali, who has been in the news over the last 24 hours around a potential €70 million move to Newcastle. He's obviously one of Italy's top talents. We have seen him play on a fair few occasions for the full national team, but he has not played enough games to keep him out of this tournament. So Sandro Tonali will be Italy's star man in this tournament. They will be hoping, and I'll definitely be keeping a closer eye on him if he is going to be making his way to Newcastle. Like I say, though, he is probably Italy's only real top talent in this team, whereas I think France have just got so much more going for them. I'm going to go for 3-1 to the French. I think it's going to be a fantastic game with so many good players on show, but I think France will just have too much for it in the end. That will be it for today. As always, let me know your thoughts down in the comments about everything that happened yesterday, whether or not you're going to be watching England this afternoon, and of course, let me know all of your predictions for today's game. This allows me to have a one-day break as there are no games tomorrow, and then we will be back with the next round of predictions for Groups A and B on Saturday morning. Thank you very much for watching.